The Accredited Employers Work Visa, AEWV, that will be starting on the 4th of July 2022 here in New Zealand is our topic for today. This new visa type will replace the likes of Essential Skill Work Visa, Long-Term Skill Shortage Work Visa, and also Silver FERN Job Search and the likes of it. Just a wee disclaimer as usual, I'm simply Juliet, Chinelo, your out and about lady here in New Zealand, anytime, any day. I blog about my life experience here in New Zealand, giving you situational reports so that you make use of the available information and start your Kiwi dream. The whole purpose of doing this is for you, yes, you, to have a smoother journey than I did. So I am not in any way an immigration agent. So you guys know how we'll mark our attendance here. Hit on that thumb up button, share this video, leave your beautiful comment in the comment section for me, and I would hop onto that. What is actually my motive of coming up with this video? You know, a lot of times most of you have asked, is it really possible to get a job from offshore then come over to New Zealand here to work? And I can tell you it is very, very possible. Never said never, but you have to be committed to it for it to happen. I have seen some people get job from offshore in the IT sector. I've seen it a couple of times in construction sector. I've seen a security personnel that got a job from offshore, and I have seen the support work one as well. So it is very possible. So in this video, I would walk through with you the list of the accredited New Zealand employers, and I will as well leave the link in the comment section so that you don't waste your time and your application applying here and there, so that you can tailor down to these government approved employers that can employ you from overseas. I will do that in a bit, but I would like to explain how this accredited employment work visa works. How it works is that businesses, regions here in New Zealand are encouraged to train, upskill and hire in New Zealand here locally. But where genuine skills and labor shortage exist, accredited employers can hire from overseas using accredited employer work visa to recruit the skills they need from overseas to get their businesses working. And the application for employers to get accredited to be able to hire from overseas is actually ongoing currently, and it started on the 9th of May, that is this month. And after which, if that employer get accredited and if that employer needs to get any skill from overseas, they can actually hire and sponsor you to come over here and work. And how can you prepare to explore this visa type? Like I said earlier on, I will walk you through the immigration website so that we'll have a look together on the accredited employers that are already existing, the different sectors available, and what you need to do. And also, to have this dream come through, it is important that you are truthful and you are realistic with your applications. You go for things that match your skill set, not going for skills that you don't have just because you've seen the pay is high, or you feel I cannot come to New Zealand to do this work or that work. You have to be realistic on where your skill set falls into and the experiences you've had over time. And also, it's important that you look for job that you know that they are not likely to get someone here locally to fill it up. What do I mean by that? Like, if I share the immigration website with you, and how you will know that this skill is actually difficult for this employer to fill is that they would advertise for this position, and in a couple of weeks time it's still up there in their website or in this job recruitment website. That means it's difficult for them to fill. So when you see this, you hang on to that job and apply for it, because that's a sign that it's difficult for them to fill locally. And if you match it with the list in the immigration website to know that actually this employer is accredited to employ from overseas, so when you make the application and the source here locally and are not able to get it, they would probably grant you an interview, and that is most likely to be a visual one, and if you scout through, they will take it up from there. And also, just to make you just also to throw more light, the skills that usually fall in this category are high skills that they are not able to get here in New Zealand, or like jobs people wouldn't like to do, jobs that don't have a high turnover here, if you get what I mean. So it's either it's extremely high skills, you need to be very educated with a lot of working experience, because here is not only education they look at, you have to have like a high skill set, or the other one, jobs that people don't want to do here. So you know where you belong. If you have the high skill set that you go through the list I'm about to share with you guys anytime soon, you will see the occupations, the skill sets that that these companies need, and you would see the ones that require, I don't want to say a lower skill set, just that require the basic skill, but the turnover here, they couldn't fill it up. So ogonoga akoko adirono kambede. If you don't understand Igbo, literally what this means is there's no so much talk or simon in an even mass. So I would get you started. We'll hop onto New Zealand immigration website now to have a look at the list of accredited employers that can recruit from overseas. You are welcome to New Zealand immigration website. Just like as I promised you guys earlier on that I will be walking through New Zealand immigration website for us to have a look at the information around this talent accredited employers work visa, as well as have a look at the list of the employers that are accredited to employ from overseas if they are not able to fill the roles or the position locally here. So you would say this now. This is a New Zealand immigration website. Yeah. And this is what this visa type is all about. It says this visa is for people who have been employed in New Zealand by an accredited employer for more than 2 years. If you have ongoing employment with an accredited employer and you earn at least the minimum salary that was in place when you applied for your talent accredited work visa, you may be eligible for resident visa. So I just thought I share this with you guys that getting a job via this pathway after 2 years of having worked with the accredited employer that employed you, that you might be eligible to apply for a resident visa here, just as the skilled work visa usually operate in the line skilled work visa was operating before. So is a very exciting news, and a very good one at that. For those of you who cannot come here via study pathway, if you're able to get a job, this will as well lead you to resident pathway. So we'll just go over to the list of the employers. So here we are again, still in New Zealand immigration website. And on the top right or left of this video, I would be leaving the video I did on the top 5 New Zealand job recruitment website where you can find jobs. And while looking for job, if your intention is to be sponsored by an accredited employer, I want you to also match the person that advertised the job with this list so that you won't be wasting your time applying for a job with an organization that is not accredited to recruit from overseas. And how to be smart about this is to be committed. Have a look at the accredited employers website and monitor flow with them as they advertise jobs. It will stay for weeks, couple of weeks, and you will notice they are re-advertising it, which is a sign that they are not able to get that skill here locally. So if you apply for it, you stand a higher chance of being picked up, an interview organized, which would likely be visual. And if everything goes well, you would be coming over here to start your Kiwi dream. So this is what you would do. You put the industry as sector here, then the area. Let's just scroll down for you to see the list of employers. This is accredited employers. There are actually too many of them. The first one here is First Maintenance Limited in engineering sector. You have 3D Printing Services Limited in science and technology sector. You have 3RVP Limited in engineering sector as well. You have 8 Wired Brewing Limited in food and beverages manufacturing. And if you go down again, you see 9 Sparks International Limited in information technology, IT as well. You will see A&EG Farming Limited, agriculture, forestry and fishery sector. You will see A&R Finlayson Limited in agriculture, forestry and fishery as well. So if you scroll down, you will see A1 you will see A1 Collision Limited in transport and logistic. You will see A&T Van Maren in agriculture, forestry and fishery. I think this is the third agriculture, forestry and fishery we are seeing. And you see AB Food Industries Limited in manufacturing. And the list carries on, guys. Their heaps. This is a long list that I believe will cover virtually most sectors and skill sets. So all you need to do is to have patience and be resilient about your dream, and you keep following their job advertisement pattern on their website, any sector you want to go with, and you keep monitoring when they will advertise on the top New Zealand job recruitment website, because that's a sign that they desperately need this role or position filled. They will advertise in their website, advertise externally, and within a couple of weeks again they would still re-advertise again, which means they are not filling these jobs locally. So if you apply, you stand a high chance of being called up for an interview, which is most likely to be visual. And if everything goes on well, you are on your way to coming over here on talent accredited work visa to start your Kiwi dreams. And you could see again engineering, manufacturing, construction and building, information technology, construction and building, and these are the accredited employers down there. And if you go down again, the list carries on again. You see ACL Diagnostic Solution Limited, high value manufacturing. You see construction and building, again, information technology, the ITs, you guys are wanted here. And a lot of the accredited employers are under construction and building. All the people involved in construction and building sector, you guys are wanted here. So it's just a very long list of which it will take us the whole day to go. You can see accounting, finance, and legal. You guys are wanted here too. I've not actually seen anyone recruiting. You can see agency, plumbing, and gas fitting limited, construction and building. You guys are wanted here. So, and plumbing jobs, and you can see AK Bricklayers Limited, construction and building. There's a lot of works under construction and building, as you can see, and there's heaps again under agriculture, forestry, and fishing. And there is a lot again under engineering. I've not actually seen anyone under medical, and that is why I'm scrolling down to make sure that all the sectors are covered. Everyone has got an opportunity. It's all left for you to explore, stay committed, and continue doing what you're supposed to do. Pretty soon, something will click. So this is just an endless list, guys. It will take the whole day for us to go through it. So now that I have equipped you guys with the skills on how to explore this new visa type, get a job, get sponsored, and come over here and live your Kiwi dream. Do not relent. Yep, I've got one on healthcare. It's a Ario Bay Senior Living Limited. This is under healthcare. We've entered healthcare now. And Ario Garden Limited is under healthcare, and Ario Park Senior Living Limited is under healthcare. I think this is for healthcare support work or health assistant recruitment positions. So you open this link, flip through it, study it carefully. Anyone you've got the skill set, and by 4th July 2022, you start rolling out your CV. And trust me, as New Zealand is reopening, there will be a massive recruitment from overseas. Trust me, it's those that are ready that would explore this opportunity. And I just thought I'd put this video out to get us ready. Immediately this opens up on 4th July. Your CV and everything would have been ready, and you would have tailored yourself down with the skill set you have, and get those application rolling. Trust me, the if you put so much out, you would get at least 1, 2, 3 replies, interview, and there you go. So I'm looking forward to the success stories, the testimonies to be shared here on my YouTube space. I enjoy doing this a lot and want everyone to maximize his or her opportunity and be happy. If you're not happy where you are, you know what to do. You move. So I would see you guys in my subsequent video, and thank you for staying till the very end.